How
Hey,
you
good night,
doing?
Mark. Oh, I'm very tired, but I couldn't miss this. This is too important. I had 3 meetings today, and then in the end I had to go out to the polyclinic and send fill it and make sure that it was in a state that the nurses could go back in. So
Mm-hmm.
I finished work about after 4. I got to my office after about 4 o'clock for the first time. And I'm pleased to tell you that when I got to the office, my secretary had collected $100 from somebody, and they want to remain anonymous and said that's for the march. So we
Yes,
get
I
it.
think yeah, I think the rate we're going, we will have a few dollars probably left over for the next one. The people serious. They're
Yeah,
quite serious, you know. You were there at the march, of course, on Saturday, last Saturday. And what was the highlight for you, Mr. Franklin?
I was heartened to see the people that turned out. They just don't turn out for anything. We didn't have a massive crowd, but it was respectable. I wasn't disappointed, and I'm sure that Belgians, you predicted that you said Belgians going to come out. Belgians are not so docile as we've been saying all along, and that is what heartened me.
Correct.
I just wanted to see people out there in support, and they came. And so
Mm-hmm.
there was not one particular point in the march that pleased me more than that. When I
Yes.
saw the people, when I was on the track, I looked down, I can see these crowds stretching down there. Because I spotted the crowd coming up for the bell, and I can see the crowd stretching all the way down there, and I was so happy. I said, "Well, good."
Ah.
I know I would have shut up very quickly. I know
Well,
so much.
actually, I didn't see. I didn't see the crowd until I saw it on social media. I didn't realize,
Yeah, you were you
until
were
I
in
saw
the
it on
crowd, so
social
you
media.
couldn't see it. You were in the crowd, so you couldn't see it. But I was able to see it from on top of the truck, looking down at them. So I said, "Well, we didn't do too badly."
No, no. And what's happening on the ground? What are people saying? Are they coming back on Saturday, the 19th at 10?
Well, to tell the truth, I can't tell you because this week, every day so far, I have been on the road on meetings to meetings to meetings. But I can tell you, people walking up next to me and whispering to me, "Don't stop, protect the pension." You know, they give me some encouragement. I don't want boys to give me encouragement, that kind of thing. Even today, I was
Yes.
at the clinic, and we were all among senior public officers and stuff, and permanent secretaries and stuff, and senior nurses and senior people in the drug service. And one of the group came to me and whispered to me, "Thank you." And they was telling me don't stop, keep on. So people are with us, even if not in body, but in spirit. The people are definitely
Yes.
behind us. I think even NUPW is behind us now because they have come around and they are saying the same things that we were saying.
Yes. Yes. So what's happening with the NUPW? Have you heard anything? I know that they had some meetings and so on. Have you been hearing anything? Anything dropped on your desk?
No, well, as I said, I wasn't on at work much today. I was in people's offices trying to fight for these people, and
Mm-hmm.
I heard that they did have these meetings, and that this is from the newspaper. They want
Mm-hmm.
the thing to go back to NUPW. It says here, in addition, NUPW has made it clear it opposes the recent government decision to increase the pensionable age to 68. You know, that's what we were saying.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying it. No, I'm glad that they're
Yes.
they're they're caught up, and they're opposed to changing the deduction if you pay early from 6 to 9%. They're also on board with that as well. So I can only say welcome. A bit late,
Yes.
but better. Better late than never. When I was at school,
Better
my head.
late than never.
I remember when I was at school, a youngster told
So
Mark,
all of those who were saying you're just making trouble,
um, they,
everybody
they,
who was saying that you're just making trouble. right? Look at it now. They're everybody, the NUPW, they are agreeing with the unity that you're leading. You're leading the way, and they're catching up. All of us on here that we went out, we led the way, and that's the wonderful thing about this, guys. And you know, I'm hoping that we're not losing our passion for it. I want to hear from those who are watching. Are we losing our passion? Are we going to be out there, guys? You have to, you know, you have to keep fighting. You have to keep pushing. You have to keep fighting. You have to make you know, just keep pushing at it. Pushing at it. It's when you realize it's almost there. It's breaking, right? It's breaking. It's almost there, and you're pushing until it breaks. It completely breaks. And that's what we're fasting. We're fasting, you know, Mr. Franklyn, and a couple of us are fasting, and you know, we're believing that it's going to break. We're going to push at it and push at it until it breaks, both in the spirit realm and in the natural. Go ahead, Mr. Franklyn. I could tell you want to say
we can't
something.
lose our passion for it. If we lose our passion, we will lose our pension. And unfortunately, you know, that's the thing, you know. If you lose your passion, you lose your pension. You can't give up now. You have to let the politicians know that we are serious, and that if they don't comply, the next time around they will feel it. And we got to make that clear. The people of Barbados have to make that clear, that this is do or die. If you do it, you die. It's not going to allow you to abuse us all the time. We be asked you to take care of us, not abuse us. Then we put a government in place. We want the government to look out for our best interest. These clearly are not doing so. And if it means that I have to go out there and canvass with somebody, not for me, because I'm not running, but if I have to go there and find a platform that I can speak to, because I thought I was too old for that, and I would actually abandon that part of my life. But if I have to go back, if I have to use a stick, a walker to get up there, I'm going to do it. They have to listen to the people. These are the people who voted for them.
Yes.
You don't listen once every 5 years. And when you pick up, you have a town hall meeting, and nothing that you propose in change as a result of the town hall meeting, you just had consultation for the sake of it, or to say that you had consultation. You put things in place. Nothing that the people put forward to you didn't change your mind one way or the other. Why? Because you were listening to what you might consider a higher power. But the higher power in Barbados are the people, not the IMF.
Correct.
Not the international agencies. The higher power, us. You have to listen to us. You are working for us. And if you don't do what we say, we will fire you. That happens every day. The only thing is that it won't be a case of unfair dismissal, so I won't be able to help them. I won't be able to help them.
Correct. You know, we can't lose the passion. Somebody on here said, my passion won't dim until we achieve all we set out to do. Yeah, we will unify, Mystic says, and stay strong spiritually and mentally. And while we're gonna go on a different topic here very soon, because so you know, Mr. Caswell, somebody reached out to me and said, listen, look at these documents. Look at these documents. It seems like Barbados is you know, it's for sale. So we're gonna take a look at some documents tonight. But I want to continue to encourage everybody that's on. Guys, don't lose your passion. Don't lose your passion over this thing. Get more militant about it. Invite more people than you invited last week. Do double that what you did last time, right?
Marcia, you know, there are countries in this world, even in this region, where you can lease our land, where you can lease their land, but you cannot purchase it. When you sell your land, it's gone. It's gone forever. Unless the government won't go and take it up by acquisition. We are too small to be allowing people from outside to take our precious resource, our land. We don't have much of it. So if government wants to do things like that, they
Mm-hmm.
must lease it. And I'm not talking about 99-year lease either, because a 99-year lease is a lifetime and a half. You know, so government got to look at
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
retaining. If they're talking about the attorney general is saying, oh, they got to keep the land for future generations of Barbados and that kind of stuff. Well, the ones that they're selling is lost to future generations of Barbados, you know. So you can't be blowing hot and cold.
Well,
When you
well,
sell, when
I
you
tell
sell
you
the East
this. I
Coast,
tell you. Well,
when you sell the
listen,
East Coast,
listen.
it's gone.
It's gone. It's gone. And well, we have with us here, Mr. Stewart, Kimar Stewart, is on with us, and I just want to
Good
welcome him
night.
and thank. Good night, Kimar. It's good to have you on tonight. And we want to talk about. We're going to continue this conversation about Barbados. And the heading I have up there is Barbados for sale. Do you agree with that? That Barbados is for sale?
Well, Barbados has been for sale for a while, um, since 1994, when the Barbados Civil Party came in on the ONAFA. We had the influence of the so-called world powers that we owed money to, interfering in Barbados from all back then. So the IADB would have encouraged Barbados to pass a bill, and for chump change, which allowed foreigners to own and purchase land. So that is how we came about a lot of these new golf course
Mm-hmm.
developments and a whole host of new building and planning regulations around that time, because a lot of what Barbados was changed with that particular piece of legislation. It was called the IADB Investment Sector Bill. Um, During the first IMF program we had on the Sandyford, there was pressure to pass that bill to unlock what they call it foreign direct investment. And if you could remember at the time, I guess you all can remember more than me. Uh, Part of ONAFA's economic policies were using foreign direct investment led by the hotel development, the city's Chandelier golf courses and the Chandelier type golf courses and the other large scale multi-million dollar houses developments, which give influx to a lot of jobs in the tourism sectors and the like. So since then, that has been the selling out of Barbados. So what we have now, or what we're saying now, is large tracts of properties on Bridgetown from government headquarters stretching down to Kensington Oval being
Mm.
offered for sale. And we have lands at East Coast. I've never heard of the East Coast for sale. I saw cattle washes for sale. Saw
Wait, so
large tracts of land.
hold a minute. You heard that East Coast was for sale. Because we have some pictures here. Let me try to bring up those pictures because people might not believe what we're saying. Mr. Franklin, you heard about East Coast for sale?
And I have the pictures too.
I tell you, let me try to share the screen here.
I think only the East Coast, it is Bear Street. They're moving the geriatric hospital and pretending that they're doing something good for the people. And instead, they're just wanting them out of there because they don't want all the old people to close. Then you can sell that land can bring more money. But it's not bringing any money now. They can refurbish the geriatric hospital block by block. No, they can build a brand new one because somebody wants that land up there where it sits on Bear Street. The old people can't, you can't, one time you took care of the old people to the sea, you know. Can't carry them now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you know what I'm trying to find where exactly. So this is a document. This is a investment. This is a document that outlines the all the different places and locations that are for sale. Am I right on that, Kimar?
Yeah, this is a investment document which was published by the Prime Minister because it has her It has her face and signature and a message from.
Okay, so
And it was
let me
published by
get.
the Barbados Tourism Investment Inc., the BTII.
Okay, so this is an official document. So let us establish that. So this is the Prime Minister, Mia Motley, and in this document, she has here an opening address, and her signature is at the bottom of it. And she is in this document. The document has in it all the different areas and locations that they are selling, right? So I want to get to the section where you made mention of East Coast. Do you have the page number there, Kimar?
Well, the document with the East Coast, I saw that circulating under a listing from a real estate company, a private real estate company.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so
Um,
I can actually put that one up. But so continue speaking, and then I'm going to put it up. Keep speaking about that.
eh,
That is where they fix the road.
so,
And when they fix the road, they stop. Then just after you pass where the East Coast um, section that they go to sell, they stop the road construction. They only fix the road to make it look more attractive for the purchasers.
right.
They get
But what is of concern to me though, the Scotland district. I don't know if y'all can remember that the government debated a Scotland district rehabilitation bill in Parliament, where it was announced that the Scotland district will be receiving $256 million in loans from the Chinese to do road repairs and redevelopment of the Scotland district.
yeah.
And
I
the
remember.
government, yeah, the government vested some type of, I don't know what they vested into the Scotland district. Probably seeking to turn it into entity. So we don't know who owns the Scotland district, or if however they set it up. Um, and as far as we know, that entire line of St. Andrew, if we go down there, my understanding is that it has been taken up to do specific projects and the like. And we have not had any real details surrounding the loans from the Chinese. They said are close to $300 million, and there were some other developments going on in St. Andrew, but the government was not necessarily transparent as to how they operated.
Well,
So,
you should be seeing the East Coast, the Cattle Watch East Coast Road, and you will see this is the price of it, guys. This is the price. Okay, so this is it here. Lot size 72 acres, ocean view 600 meters, coastline, right? And this is 11 US, over $11 million that this section is being sold. But I would love to know what Barbadians think about this.
this is very interesting.
But what will happen? They will sell all the costs to the foreigners and leave the Barbadians herded into the interior. That's what it looks like to me.
That
And
they're selling off all the coastal areas and then leave us in the interior.
that's what's happening, The children know we're not going to be able to go to the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's
When
happening in
this
Six
road,
Mains is that if we go down Six Mains St. Peter now, we are being told that the residents at Six Mains Bay have to move because they sold that parcel of land for hotel development. And the residents who right now in Six Mains are concerned. I actually went down there and heard some of the concerns of the residents. We actually had a meeting down there. Persons like Hensley Bain and Alwyn Bob had a big role in bringing about that meeting. And right now, those residents are running scared because some type of new hotel. I attempted to go down there and the road was closed off. You had to drive all up into where the Farmer GIS school was in St. Lucie to come all back down to St. Peter. So that side of the world, I mean, we're not hearing much about these things, but that side of the world too is going on a serious developments, and we're not hearing much details about these things.
Hmm. Somebody here is saying that concerning the East Coast, though, that when she was going to school, she said this land was said to be slippage land, and nobody could dwell on that. So, I mean, what has changed that they're now selling it?
Hmm. Well, eh, this is a strange phenomenon. I too would like some details. I really don't know. This is shocking and surprising that lands like this could be on sale. I don't know if it's government lands. I don't know if it is private. It looks undisturbed, which means it more than likely is either government land or some type of family private land from all back in the ages. I don't know. But as far as I know, this is undisturbed land, and I think that we should be made aware of what's happening because I don't think this is fair to the people of Barbados.
Hmm. That people aren't aware of the. And you said you got this was online. This was floating around online, or?
Yeah, I saw it floating around online, and
Hmm.
when I checked it out, it was listed on the for being sold on the private real estate company.
Interesting. I'm curious. I mean, for those of you who are watching, how do you, as a Barbadian, how does this make you feel? I know there was a lot of uproar about Joe's River. Someone here saying that they sold Joe's River to the owner of Edgewater Hotel for development. How does this make you feel as a Barbadian? Sonia Perch, Mern O'Neill, is it that you think that is it something that the government has to do? Seeing that the state of the economy, that this is the best thing to do to sell as much land as possible. What are your thoughts about this?
It, it
Uh,
is it, it is power, that kind of behavior, with power type of things to sell it. But when you sell rather all your land, you can't sell it again.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, this government is like a power. You know, you're selling your powers when they want some money. They go in the house and can buy anything in the house and family silver. This government is selling our family silver and they're selling it for chop change. They're like powers. And I'm very
well,
serious. I'm not trying to disparage them in any way. I'm just describing their behavior.
remember the marina at St. Lawrence Gap. They're compulsory acquiring that property as well to build a marina. You remember Miss Ram's land on Bay Street? They forcefully took Miss Ram's land, gave it over to a private developer, and year after year after year, they keep saying the Hayat will be going up, the Hayat will be going up, the Hayat will be going up, and the Hayat has not gone up. St. Lawrence came, that's gone up. One or two other properties came long after the Hayat had gone up. So how is it that the government is forcefully taking people's land and giving it over to developers as opposed to developers approaching the owners and buying the land directly?
I explain that to you. If you have piece of land, anything, not land, if you got a car, and some person will approach you and say, I want to buy your car. And you say, okay, pay me $20,000 for it. Doesn't matter if it's worth $20,000, man said worth $10,000 to me. So if you want it, you can pay $20,000. So what the government is doing is getting into the market for their friends and buying things cheap and passing them on. That is wrong. Somebody, if that had happened in England, somebody would go to jail for it. You can't do
Hmm.
that. You intervene. You have look, it might have sentimental value to me, and my sentiment might cost a little bit more. I want, listen, you are two adults. You got to negotiate between among yourselves. You don't need a third party called government to come in and unfair you because the government don't say, oh, we are buying it for the market value. You know, it's not market value. What land sells at Barbados is what you the fellow is willing to pay for it. Because if I own land, they want to sell it to you, and you tell me, well, I ain't paying that kind of money, go along, so about to buy it. But government don't want to do that. Government is intervening in the market and giving it, and then trying to give land to their friends. But that is contrary to the law, because if government don't want it, they're supposed to get back the money, you know. So what the government will do, the government will say, oh, we are a partner in it. Corruption. Because if you have a land, if the government acquires land and then they don't use it for the purpose, they're supposed to return it. They're not returning it. They're calling themselves a partner. Might be PPP and all kind of crap, PIP, PUP, all kind of stuff. But somebody, that one fellow went to jail in the United States. I want the United States to open a big jail for these people because the Barbadian government has tied up the law enforcement in Barbados so much that they don't touch them. I hate to get all this done, I get so passionate, but we have not had a free and fair election in my lifetime. And these same people want to come and introduce, I think Marcy can talk about later, integrity legislation. How can you have people forcing integrity legislation on people when they were corrupt in getting office? It's against the law to have those red t-shirts and get $100 bills and have facts around election time. But they did it. I know they're going to come and want to sanitize themselves and make people feel that they're so holy and mighty and stuff. They are close enough to crooks as possible. You know, I must feel sorry for them, you know, because our prime minister has a very bad track record, you know. Whatever she does, she's ended up with wrong crooks. So she's not lucky at all. I'm like,
listen, wait.
No, seriously, look at the prison. And look at the criminals at Vico. Wherever she goes, these people trick her and you know she ended up with wrong thieves. You know, it seems as though she ain't got a lot. She always looking at them on crooks. That poor girl.
So you're saying that everything. Go ahead, Kimar.
Right. I was saying that was a funny joke, right? But now he's speaking. Something crossed my mind the other day, right? And then, cause I'm a horse racing fan. I mean, I like horse racing. And something crossed my mind the other day. Um, as I saw the airport being leased out to Dubai, I know that the sheiks in Dubai are lovers of horse racing, huge fans of horse racing. They have the Dubai Cup over in Dubai worth a couple million or whatever, and horse racing is a big thing in the world. Based off these plans that I see to basically sell out and change the face of Barbados, and I heard some pronouncements being made about having Dubai investment in Barbados outside the airport and connecting the Arabs further inland in terms of cultures or whatever. It dawned on me that we may have to look for the Garrison Savannah to quote unquote be under investment, where there it comes in that there will be changes to the improved law of the racetrack. You know, there will be this new feature and that new feature, and it will be sponsored. It will be sponsored uh, through the Dubai Racing League or whatever. But what this does for Barbados is that it changes, as Caswell said, actually pimps out the island, and it allows people to come in and change the heritage, change the face of the entire country right in front of your eyes, that you no longer recognize where you live. And then when these type of assets get taken up from you, that you can't come in and say as you like no more, you can't get it and walk from over in the Bella and go to the grass and enjoy horse racing no more, you now have to pay.
But you worry about horse
So,
racing. I think about camel racing. All that coming next.
eh, Yeah. So
I'm big
so
enough to make jockey, all right.
right. But I just brought out the horse racing to show you that subtly, the things that we once enjoyed, the basic amenities that we have in Barbados, it's just easing away from us. That
Mm-hmm.
look at the beaches. They say that we don't have private beaches, but look how many hotels built out to the water break that you can't walk past on the beach. Sometimes when you go out on the beaches, you got security guards coming out of the hotels, trying to bully residents, saying you can't cross this lane. Right? So my thing is, if we are to preserve our heritage and preserve our cultures, I think the public needs to force governments to, if they're gonna do this type of bit. I'm not opposed to investment.